Peace, love, and light, Pisces, and welcome to your weekly reading. If you're new here, my name is Ty, and I'm super happy to have you. Hopefully, you take a look around, like what you see, and hit the subscribe button. If you're returning, thank you so much for joining me again. I truly appreciate all of the love and the support. Hopefully, you've already subscribed to the channel. Pisces, if you don't know how this works, it is a general reading, so everything won't resonate. Please take only what resonates, leave what doesn't. Keep in mind that the roles are interchangeable, so please place yourself and others in your story where they belong, okay? Pisces, I get the sense that in the recent past, you may have experienced a recent disappointment, or maybe you are in this energy where you find yourself back in a certain space or situation where you once were in the past, and you had to like get through, and it could have been a challenging situation, and you might find that currently you're in a situation that either resembles that or is similar to that in some way, and it just feels like something that like just doesn't end. And so Spirit is really highlighting that if you're going through a challenging moment right now, to use that to your advantage, not to be so hard on yourself. Use self-criticism constructively so that you learn, because it doesn't matter, you know, what we go through. There's always a lesson in the things that we go through that is meant to help us evolve and be better. Also, stop telling yourself that story like, oh yeah, this is just, I just feel like somebody's like, oh yeah, this is it. Like, this is my story. This is what I go through. It's like never ending. If you find yourself saying those things, you know, try to catch yourself, try to shift the way that you're looking at the situation, because I feel like you're in a moment of transition right now where you really don't know what's happening. You don't know what is coming. You don't know what you're walking into. And I know that, you know, the unknown can feel scary, but also Spirit is really saying take this moment to look at it from a place of curiosity and excitement. That, you know, you have this blank canvas to create what you want. However, detours are there because Spirit either wants us to learn something or redirects us for our own protection, okay? So if something fell through for you, something didn't come to fruition, understand that rejection is a sign of God's protection. And I feel that very strongly, because I feel like there was something that you may have wanted or you may have tried that didn't work for you. For some of you, this could have been just like, you know, you observe someone else and how they do certain things. Because they have maybe accomplished the goal that you want to accomplish, and so you're like, you know, following in those footsteps, so to speak, and you're trying out something that someone else has done and they were successful in it, and it just, you know, maybe it didn't pan out for you the same way. Spirit is saying, you know, when we do certain, things are not always going to work out the same way for you that they did for someone else. Yes, we can take notes. We can definitely, you know, learn from somebody else's actions and, you know, carry out things in a similar way. But it's never going to be exactly the same way, right? Because the energies are different, the intentions are different. It's just the situations, every situation is unique. And so don't be discouraged by the fact that it didn't work for you in that way. And also be mindful, be careful with when you experience these moments, allowing like ego or pride or even like jealousy seep into it, you know, like, oh man, this didn't work out for me. Or you look at somebody and you're like, they don't even have the knowledge that I have, right? And there they are, you know, shining, and they don't even, you know, I have so much to give, and I have so much more knowledge, and maybe you have more information, maybe you have more resources, maybe things like that. And so just be careful with what you allow yourself to entertain as far as your thoughts, because those things are signs of like jealousy or envy, and we all know that those are low vibrations and you do not want to vibrate there. So I guess checks and balances when it comes to your energy, how you're thinking and how you're perceiving situations, okay? Spirit is saying all we have is right now, okay? Work with what you got, take notes, take the lessons from something that didn't work out for you. And, you know, when you fail fast, you learn faster, you know? That's what Spirit is saying right now. Okay, so let's open up with the Tarot, Spirit. What else do you want to tell Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign? What is the energy for Pisces this week? What is going on with Pisces? Oh, this looks like it wanted to flip 2 cards. Yeah, okay, so I feel like there's some choices, there's some options, there's some confusion as well. Again, every opportunity that you're presented with that looks pretty, you know, like everything that glitters is not gold, is what Spirit is saying to me right now for you. So just be careful. Be careful with what you sign up for, okay? Because I feel like, you know, if you feel like something is not for you, it's not for you also, okay? Whoa. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. All right. More for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this week. What is the energy for Pisces? And we got Judgment. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me pull more before I get into it. Tell me more for Pisces here, please, Spirit. Energy for Pisces. Okay. Energy for Pisces. Yeah. So I feel like there's a decision for you to make. And this is a decision, I feel like, regarding opportunities. And with the 7 of Cups, that those are opportunities, choices that you have to make. Again, make sure that when you are in the process of planning and making these decisions, it's important for you to leave your comfort zone, right? Because something may need to shift. You might have a very rigid outlook on how something is supposed to be and look, and understand that it's never going to be exactly how we pictured it or planned it, because we might have a plan and Divine has a totally different plan for us, or just maybe some tweaks in that plan, right? Maybe because we have lessons to learn along the way, right? So I feel like, you know, again, you need to take risk. You need to come out of your comfort zone and maybe shift some things. But I also feel like this is a time for you to reflect on why you're doing what you're doing. What is your why? What is the intention behind it? I feel like you're gonna need that, because during this week, or at least in the coming weeks, you're going to be presented with opportunities, and you need to make sure that there is harmony, there is a balance there. Thank you, Spirit. 3 of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, so that you won't find yourself disappointed with a commitment that you made, or that you don't commit to something that you end up compromising. That's so crazy. This is really coming out right now, because I was picking up this energy earlier for someone who it actually is a Pisces. Yeah, so just be careful with what you decide to commit to, and that it does not cause you some sort of disappointment because you committed to something that you felt, in fact, wasn't really in alignment with you. It sounded good, like say the money sounds right, like damn, that sounds tempting, like that's a good offer and I need that right now. Because sometimes when we find ourselves in situations that we want to get out of, we can act impulsively because we want to get out of a certain situation, especially if you're having issues or struggling financially. But you really, and I know that that's something hard to do, right? To turn down an offer that sounds really, really good, but it's just, you can feel it's not in alignment with who we are. There's that 7 of Cups. It came out again, okay? And remember that anything that comes in confusion, you know, is something that you should actually, I'm not going to say is not of God or something like that, because sometimes things are just not clear. Maybe people don't communicate their feelings or their desires clearly, and that might cause some confusion. But if you sit with that, and if you feel, okay, this is different, this is more than just lack of communication, this is more than just not expressing, I feel like, you know, it could be, you know, that feeling, just like that gut feeling that says no, or, you know, hold on a second, right? So really needing, yeah, look, the devil, needing to follow your intuition. Don't be led by, you know, like those desires of this world, so to speak, right? So materialistic desires, and I get it, we all have needs, we all like nice things, but don't do things from a place of, you know, I never could get that word right, but from like, don't do things because you feel desperate to do something, like you feel you need to get out of a situation, because I feel like somebody is feeling like their hands are tied, like confused, or you might be presented with so many opportunities that you're feeling confused about them. But you know, Spirit is never going to guide you the wrong way. Remember that your greatest ally, your greatest partner, you know, your greatest your wing person is always going to be Spirit. So yeah, again, look within and follow that intuition, follow the inner guidance. You know, listen to what they're not saying. Okay, feel your way into it. I know logically certain things can make perfect sense, right? 1 and 1 is 2, you understand? And it's funny because in my head it's like 1 and 1, 11. So it's kind of like that, right? Listen to what they're not saying. Pay attention to what the naked eye can't see. Use your third eye to guide you through whatever decision this is. I need to clarify this. 3 of Sword. Yeah, because I feel like this is an offer. Just seeing the Judgment card here, and I get very, you know, like this is an angel up here, right? So you got the angel and the devil, and so I do feel like, you know, you're going to be presented with that kind of offer that is like really, really tempting. Like, oh man, this is really, you know, but it compromises either your beliefs, your morals, your values, your integrity. It compromises something, one of those things, if not all of them. Okay, and so I really do feel like, you know, there's that whole process. It's like something's going to be offered to you, but it's not for you. And there is another offer that's more in alignment with you. Okay, for some of you, this is you know, this is a situation in love. You know, again, something could be really pretty, really nice. That doesn't mean that it is in alignment with your spirit. Okay, so yeah, value yourself. Okay, because the Queen of Pentacles is here. Okay, so you know, the Queen of Pentacles is how can I say this? Is nurturing, is willing to share her abundance, but she also she values herself. She's loyal, right? She's loyal to her beliefs. She's loyal to her worth. So I feel like, you know, that's just a reminder of, you know, not compromising yourself, your values, your beliefs. Yeah, for money. Clarify this 3 of Swords here for Pisces. The Tower. Yes, there's some change here. There's something that is either coming to light or has come to light for you, Pisces. Okay, it's kind of like I'm hearing the word the reckoning. I don't know why. You can look that up, right? The reckoning. So I feel like something is going to be revealed to you. And you could experience like some sort of disappointment, some change, okay, an upheaval, okay, with the Tower card here. Okay, regarding a decision, what is the 7 of Cups? Yes. Listen. Ooh, my hair's just stood up. I want to show you something. Okay, this is the Ace of Pentacles, beautiful offer that comes out of nowhere. But since it's clarifying this, right? There's like some confusion regarding an offer. Here is what I got for the pre-shuffle for you, not for you, okay? And look at how it's dressed up. It's like it comes in pretty and shining, but it's something that's not for you, okay? Something that's not for you. And with the chessboard here, I'm hearing Spirit say like chess, not checkers. No, right? And so the reason why this is chess and not checkers is because you're gonna have to rely on your intuition, your discernment, and your third eye to help you turn this down. Okay, turn down a certain an offer that you know is not your offer. Let's dig a little more. Let's see why the Devil is here. Why is the Devil here for Pisces? Why is the Devil here for Pisces? Whoa. Yeah, there's some sort of transformation, something that something that you have to release. 5 of Wands. If it comes in confusion and you're already if in the beginning You already are not seeing eye to eye. Like things are just not harmonizing. Like there's already conflict. I want to say those are signs. Those are flags. If you're already like, I don't know, like this sounds good, but it sounds too good. That's what I'm hearing. Too good to be true. Walk away. I'm going to stop it right there. I think I've said everything that I needed to say. 8 of Cups. Walk away. If it sounds too, there's another offer. I think this came out for you last time too, Pisces. There's another offer that feels good. Look, 2 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 4 of Wands. There is something else for you that is in alignment with your spirit, with your higher self. Okay? Walk away. Don't be in a rush to take the first offer that comes your way. Okay? Don't be in a rush. Don't be in a rush. If something is already holding you back, if you feel like you're feeling like your hands are tied, and don't get me wrong, sometimes we can hold ourselves back from certain opportunities because fears come up, but I feel like, Pisces, you're a very intuitive person naturally. Follow your intuition on this one. Okay, if it sounds too good to be true and you're already feeling like you have to compromise more of your core values, then go with your gut. Because I'm going to take these here, because this is what awaits. When you follow spirit, when you go according to spirit's plan, when you take your time and you don't rush things, okay, people will reveal themselves. Situations will reveal themselves. With the 8 of Pentacles here, I feel like continue to stay committed to yourself, committed to the things that you already started, okay? Because I feel like you're already manifesting that, right? You're at the 8 of Pentacles, okay? You're already manifesting that pentacle, that Queen of Pentacles that takes you all the way, right? So stay committed to yourself, okay? Stay committed to spirit, okay? Don't be tempted by an offer that ends up being too good to be true. Okay, Pisces, I hope that this brought you some clarity. If you enjoyed the reading, please go ahead and tell me, leave a comment down below, tell me how it resonated. If it did, give your girl a like, it helps my channel, and hopefully you will hit that subscribe button. I love you all so much. Peace, love, and light.